There we go. So we'll call the meeting to order at 6:34. Welcome, everybody. First order of business, approval of the minutes from September 19th, 2024.
I second that.
No, you have to move. I get a second.
I move to approve
the meetings from
the minutes.
All right. I'll guess I have to second it. All in favor, Nate? Aye. Approved. 6:33. Perfect. All right. So we've got some policies for review. Sex-based harassment and discrimination. Title IX. Organization of instruction, curriculum development, student-to-student harassment, student discipline, and bullying prevention. Do we have any discussion on any of those? If we have anything that we saw, especially for the two of you who are new to the district, is there anything that you want to, anything you noticed or wanted to change about those?
So I'm trying to make you said organization of instruction. Was that one of the policies that you mentioned?
Yeah, that's the second one. Yep.
So there are two policies that are recommended for deletion because MASC has deleted those policies because they've been absorbed by other policies.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. Get the two computer thing going on here. All right. I actually wonder if I have any control. I don't think I have any real control over these documents, so maybe I'll just take the notes on it anyway. But I would like to be looking at it while you're talking about it.
So are you ready?
Yeah, you can start. I'll pull it up right here.
So on organization of instruction, there's no MASC policy regarding that.
Okay.
They're recommending that we delete anything like that because that's really a building-based instructional decision to be made. So they don't have a policy on it. The other one is JBA, student-to-student harassment, because those policies are absorbed under different things, including the Title IX, bullying policies that have been developed at the state and federal level. And so MASC has deleted that policy because they feel it's redundant.
Okay. So no MASC policy in the organization of instruction, and correct. The student-to-student harassment is covered in Title IX and the local and state bullying guidelines have been
right. So MASC does not have a policy on that any longer. Now that doesn't mean you don't have to keep it. It just might be a little bit redundant because the spirit of those things are covered under other policies now.
Okay. So I guess my other question is, a new chair of this and everything else, so if we decide to do away with a policy, is it just this policy committee here? Do we have to vote on that? How do we go about striking those policies if we want to get rid of them?
So it has to be a school committee vote. So what you would do is you would bring it to school committee and say, we would have the same kind of conversation that this policy is recommending that it be deleted.
Okay.
And, I'm happy to speak to the reasons why, and then they would vote. And what I would do is have Robin, when we send it out, make note to the school committee members that there are two policies up for deletion so that they should
look over them.
Make sure that they look them over in advance. And then unlike first and second read, I believe you can just take a vote to delete.
Okay. So we can put that on the agenda for school committee for next session, and that should be fine, right?
Yep.
All right, so you'll have Robin highlight those. Okay, so we'll put on the November agenda to delete those two. Okay, that works for me. In my quick read through, these things become they can become so tedious to work through. But I didn't see anything it's funny. I don't see anything, and then we bring it to the school committee, and we have this current crop of the school committee is very good at finding grammatical errors and small things. So I'm really happy to have those people behind me. But I
Yeah.
have nothing. I have nothing on any of these to say. I don't know if anybody else does. Nate, you got any big pronouncements about?
Not on these policies, no.
Okay.
I do think that Shutesbury, unlike some of the other schools in the union, tend to stick with what MASC has provided for guidance,
that's
so
what
you
I've
don't
seen.
tweak it.
Yeah.
And that's where I think it gets a little bit into discussion when people want to add things or take away things, then
Yeah.
it hasn't
Well,
been vetted.
Yeah, and I know that we did tweak a few of them last year. I know that I think we wrote some new language into the sexual harassment one around gender identity and such, but like overall, yeah, they seem pretty boilerplate, and I think that works for us as well.
Yeah.
So all right. So if we don't have anything else to say, I guess we can just adjourn, right?
So you're gonna move, I just want to make sure I've
Yeah.
got,
Yep.
we are gonna move ACAB,
Yep.
which is the Title IX.
Yep.
We're gonna move IGA, which is curriculum development,
Yep.
and we're going to move
Student discipline and bullying prevention.
discipline to the full committees
Yep. For
for
vote.
first read.
Yep. Sorry. Yes.
Okay.
And
And
then we're going to move organization of instruction and student to student harassment for deletion.
yep, I got those. I do think you have to take a vote on those. There was one other policy in here, at least on my agenda, on homeschooling.
I thought
That
that
actually come up at the school. I think Robin misunderstood. That came up in the school committee.
yes.
That they wanted to take a look at the homeschool policy,
Yeah.
which was just updated in 2023. So
Okay.
I think what I'll do is move that to the full committee, just because it was a discussion point. I don't remember who brought it up, but
Oh yeah, Jen brought it up at the last meeting to talk about the policy there, and so we wouldn't have to review it here. We could just move it straight to the school
or
committee.
you, if she wants to, or you could invite her to this meeting.
Why don't we start there? Why don't we start by bringing it to the policy committee next month, and we'll invite Jen to come look it over and talk with it, and then we'll decide what to do with it after that.
Okay, so
Does that
we'll
sound
keep
right?
that on the agenda, but we'll make sure we invite Jen.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
That sounds good to me. So we need to vote on that. You're saying so, Nate. We're going to need to move to vote the 4 that we are moving forward to the committee for a vote, and the 2 separately that we're moving to the committee for deletion, and then I will second, and we can vote on it if you are.
Okay, I need the names of those, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, hold on one
I think you can just say the abbreviations if you want.
Right. Can you just tell me the abbreviations?
Yeah, you got it right there. Here we go. ACAB,
ACAB,
IGA,
IGA,
JIC,
JIC.
and JICFB. Those are going to the full committee for a vote. And the policies IE and JBA are the ones that we're moving to have deleted.
Okay. I move to, let me make sure I get this right. I move to vote on policies ACAB, IGA, JIC, JICFB at the school committee meeting.
I will second that. All in favor? Aye. It's
And
nice having a committee of 2. All right,
Get a lot
and
done.
I move to, these are going to be moved to the following meeting for policy review. Policy IE.
No, these, I'm sorry, policy IE and policy JBA are moving to the full committee for deletion.
For deletion. Okay.
Yep.
These are going to, I move these to full committee meeting for deletion, IE and JBA.
I second it. All in favor? Aye. All right. And then we will discuss the homeschool policy here next meeting, and we'll invite Jen.
Okay.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Any other things that we needed to discuss here in policy? Okay. Well, do I hear a movement to adjourn, Nate?
I move to adjourn policy meeting.
I second it. All in favor? Aye. Go make yourself some tea. I'll see you in 15
All
minutes.
right,
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
see you.
So much.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.